I want to fight Donald Trump in a cage match because that'd be funny. I want not just him, but he can bring Giuliani and his other incarcerated friends, everybody. And it's not because I hate Donald Trump. It's not that. It's not at all. I actually have a driver's license picture where I got my hair scooped over like Donald Trump, and I had a picture on my my suit, and it said "You're fired" because I thought it was really funny. It was a speech bubble I put on my jacket, and at the DMV they wouldn't let me do that, and I was really angry about it because I thought it was funny, and they said, "No, you can't do that. That's unless it's a part of your jacket," and I didn't know that, or I would have actually sewn it to my suit. So I was really angry, man. So I'm wearing this suit. I got my hair combed over to the side, and I'm really angry with them and stuff like that. Where they had to take my picture more than once. When they messed up my picture, I said, "You can't even get that right. You can't even do your job, huh?" And nobody knew why, because there was a line of people at the DMV. Nobody knew why I was talking to them this way, and they thought it was just because I'm a stupid, rich, or spoiled brat kind of rich boy. Yeah. And so people were like disgusted in me. They didn't realize that it's because they destroyed my artistic integrity. My artistic integrity. So that's what they did. They just totally fucked up my artistic integrity. It should have been a thing because it's so funny. Good God. And I went to Trump's Casino before it closed its doors. And that place was so mismanaged. It was awful. Everybody was miserable. The worst casino I've ever been to. I was in the poker room. I play poker. And Texas Hold'em that way. And their microphone is all messed up because they bark orders at each other through a microphone. And it was all broken. The cable was broken. So they had to keep flexing it around. And they were all... one of the dudes just threw the thing down because the cable didn't even work, and they didn't have any funding for it. Although it was not a mirror, like glass was all smeared up with fingerprints. It was all smudged around. It's like nobody had to even wash the thing for a long time. So I'm sitting at the poker table, and there's this weird Asian person who's disgruntled and angry, and was just yelling at me. Because when I'm doing my raises, I do subtle raises, but you can tell it's a raise. And this person's yelling at me. Well, you can't raise that way. What? No, you had to push it all into the middle of the thing. No, it's a raise. Look at my hand. Did you not see my hand? What's going on here? And I've never had this before, ever at any casino. So this person's yelling at me and says that I cannot make a raise when I needed to make a raise for my hand. And you're not allowed to do that. And I said, listen, you want to play my hand for me? You want to play my cards for me? You can just play my cards for me if you want. And everybody started laughing. I just left. And I was down the $5 less than the maximum of whenever you start at a table because this dealer was so bad. So I just took my chips and I went to a different table, okay? And this is really funny. I went to a different table, $5 less than a buy-in price, and then you have to buy in every time you sit down at a table, regardless of the amount of time. I don't know. The place was just ridiculous. So I sit down at this other table, and I start playing, and this other dealer was nice. She was really cool, and so I won my first hand because I'm good at poker. I won my first hand, and one of the players said, well, you didn't even have the right amount of chips to even buy into the table. And I said, what are you talking about? And they said, no, you're supposed to have this amount. This is so weird. Gamblers are weird sometimes. You had to have this amount. And I said, well, have it now. You want me to buy it now? What's going on? No. And the dealer said, okay, really, you actually have to have the right amount. And I said, well, I got money, my brother in the car out there. How about I just go out there and I'll get it and come back? And she said, okay. So I just grabbed my chips and left. It was so ridiculous. This is at Trump's casino, dude. It was awful. The worst casino. I've never had that happen before. In Vegas, I was at the casino, and people were yelling at the dealer, the car dealer. She didn't do anything wrong. They were having a bad day, so now all of a sudden you get to tell her she's an ugly, despicable woman, and it was upsetting me. And I was started yelling at everybody. And I just threw a couple chips. I told her, you don't have to put up with this. This is awful. It's weird. Weird. Gambling is weird. Why do you go to a casino whenever you're not there to play? Why do you go there because you're trying to make a living off of being a professional gambler? No, you go there because it's fun.